A new KPRC2 initiative this week that we are calling Breaking Free.
That's right. It's a big picture look at domestic violence and the many forms that it can take. We've been bringing you stories all day long today involving topics like teen dating violence, relationship red flags, types of domestic violence, including violence against seniors. Now, our focus tonight, though, at 10 o'clock is domestic violence against men.
KPRC2's Brandon Walker joins us with that perspective tonight. Brandon.
Keith and Danny, to be clear, victim advocates stress more women are abused at the hands of their male partner than the other way around. Still, they warn they've seen an increase in the number of men seeking help since the start of the pandemic. That includes one Houston man who says his mother abused him as a child, only for him to grow up and marry a woman who did the same.
How much more do you take? How much more can you take?
Two questions this father says he's asked himself over and over again. Pictures of his broken past tell a tale of abuse, bloodied even more by shame.
I won't even say kind of. It is embarrassing to just be, singing a song about what's going on in your household, especially between a relationship between you and a woman.
On and off for 10 years he stayed, along the way documenting what he says his wife did him.
I was cut by a knife with a knife. I actually literally had a camera on and she tried to run me over with a car.
The last straw, he says, but he never called police, explaining why with what happened the time his neighbors did.
She answers the door, shows her pretty face, and they go away. Not knowing that on the other side of that door, I'm cut, I'm bleeding.
How do you break that stigma, though, and why do you think it exists?
We try to break that stigma through education and prevention.
Olivia Rivers is CEO and executive director of the Bridge Over Troubled Waters in Pasadena. 11 years ago, the shelter first opened its doors to men, providing them a safe space to know their words matter.
What we really try to navigate with them is that violence can happen to anyone, all genders, all races.
Advocates say data on men who are abused is severely underreported. The Texas Council on Family Violence reports 35 men were killed by their partner in 2021. 28 of those cases, men killed by a female partner.
In 2022, we served 84 men.
Mimi Sterling is CEO of the Family Place in Dallas. The facility expanded in 2016 to include a shelter solely for men. Sterling says they're one of two in the nation.
We know that those numbers are times thousands in our community. And again, it's staggering to think it's just under-recognized, it's under-reported, and it's underserved.
Oh, I've received a lot of help.
He did so with the help of Dr. Conte, a counselor and victims advocate who works to get men talking.
It is very, very obvious when we talk to them that we understand what they're saying and what they're going through.
For one Houston dad, that was the breakthrough. One even his 10-year-old son felt. Breaking free by breaking the cycle.
Been a long, long way, but we making it. And I'm happy.
Advocates from the Harris County Domestic Violence Coordinating Council say even if a shelter may not mention housing men, to call and ask. Either way, they say that there are ways to help men get out too. After all, press advocates, the lead up to or reason behind the abuse does not change just because the gender is different. Keith.
All right. Brandon, important information there. Thank you so much, sir.